right, we are making truffles. Now, if you have our Dining on a Dime cookbook, volume 1, this recipe is in there, and I'm making this slightly different than how I made it 25 years ago, okay? So I've got my 1/4 cup of whipping cream. Now, the recipe in the cookbook says to put all this on the stove and melt it, but I don't. I just do it in the microwave now. All right, look here. Butter, 1 to 8 tablespoons. These are tablespoon increments. We need 2 tablespoons of butter. Okay, right there. Put that in. And my sugar, right there. All right, and then you need 6 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate. Now, I love these mini semi-sweet chocolates, and chocolate chips, and what I do is just take the bag, because it's 12 ounces, and just pour half of it in there. And now we're going to microwave this until it all melts. Okay, now I have a microwave that is a lower wattage, so it doesn't cook as fast, but every few seconds, this one I did about 45 seconds, but every few seconds, just come in and stir it so that your chocolate doesn't burn. Okay, you want it when it's really smooth, and see how it's just a little bit chunky? We want to keep stirring, and if you need to heat it up just a little bit more until it's really smooth. All right, I think we're going to get there. Okay, now I can feel my measuring cup is pretty warm, so I'm just going to stir it for just a couple of minutes here. Now, while I'm stirring this, guys, this recipe is in our Dining on a Dime, Volume 1, page 328. Now, if you want, you can add your liqueurs, flavorings, whatever you want to put in there. You can do orange, mint, raspberry, coffee, Kahlua, rum, brandy, any of those things. There, look how nice and smooth that is. Okay, so now we're going to pour this in our container. You can pour it on plastic wrap if you prefer. And refrigerate this until it is firm. Now, oops, there's a little piece of chocolate right there. Now, I normally add homemade vanilla. Today I didn't, because I just wanted to show you the plain version. Another tip real quick is, if you have bunnies left over from Easter, or like me, you find them on clearance. I think this one was 25 or 50 cents for a pound of chocolate. You can use these chocolates to make this, and it's a really good way to do that. Okay, we're going to refrigerate this for an hour and let it set up, and then we're going to come back and roll it. So I was testing to see how firm my truffle mix is. It could probably get a little firmer, but I have some cocoa here. Okay, get all the little lumps. Now, just take a little teaspoon, clean hands, roll it into a ball, put it into the cocoa. And there you go. Now, if you want, you could use a little scoop like this. Scoop it. And then you'll have exact portions. Oops, I forgot to roll it. Roll it into a ball. Happy Valentine's Day. What do you think? Is that love? For this snow-baked chocolate cake, you want 11 ounces by weight. I know that I had extra chocolate chips, so I weighed them. This was 8 ounces. Love these mini chocolate chips because they melt quicker, so let's go get these melted. Finish melting there. My cream cheese isn't quite soft enough, so I'm going to throw this in the microwave for just a couple of seconds. Now you don't want to melt it, but you do want it a little bit softened. So, okay, now let's see. There. I think, well, man, center's still a little. Let me just soften it just a titch more. There, is that better? Okay, that's much better. Now, normally I would just do it in my bowl, but this one doesn't fit in that microwave. Then our sugar. This recipe is in the description below. All right, and then our butter. Now guys, measurements are on the side of the butter here. A half a stick is a 1/4 cup. I'm just going to lop off 1/4 cup right there. All right, so I misread the recipe and I needed 1½ cups of chocolate, and I put 11 ounces because I misread. It was 11 ounces of the cream cheese, but I'm just going to go just a little shy on the chocolate. All right, then I'm just going to save that chocolate for later. Okay, stir that. We need 2 cups of whipped topping. Oh, mine's still just slightly frozen. So there's 1. I don't know how many cups is a thing of whipped topping. 2, so it looks like maybe 3 cups is what it is. Okay, chocolate pie crust right there. If you want to make your own homemade using Oreos, our Dining on a Dime cookbook, just follow the graham cracker pie crust in here and it's exactly the same. The recipe is also on our website, livingonadime.com. The link for the cookbook, 25% off, and the recipe is in the description below. All right, Mr. Chocolate Man, what do you think?
Looks delish.
What's funny is everybody says they want to cook like Grandma. This is how Grandma cooked. As soon as sweetened condensed milk and Cool Whip came out, this is all Grandma used. They need to be saying, if they're talking about cooking from totally scratch, great-great-grandma now. All right, then we're going to put this in the refrigerator for a couple of hours until it has set up. Ooh, maybe I should try this one next. Okay, now you don't have to get all fancy schmancy, but I got these piping bags here for $1 from a restaurant that was going out of business. So I'm gonna get all fancy schmancy. You can just dollop it on there if you want. Okay, believe me, dolloping just goes much quicker. Well, there, that just added decoration to the top.
That looks great.